Call the order and ask everyone to rise in invocation of the flag for Councilman Wade.
Let us go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you and praise you for this beautiful day that you've given us. We ask that you be with us tonight as we conduct this meeting. We ask that our actions are pleasing to you. And we want to thank you for allowing us to serve this community that we so dearly love. We ask all this in your name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will state that after the last storm, we had a little audio-visual issue, so some of that won't be displayed as normal. So make sure you pick up a printed agenda off the video on your way in. You're going to follow along. For council, you should be able to receive your minute from the March 19th meeting. If you have any additions or corrections to minutes,
I make a motion to approve the motions. Second.
motion and a second for approval of the minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. This time, we have any citizens who would like to address the council on a subject. Welcome all of our visitors tonight. Our first order of business is a consideration of agreement with the Humane Society. Mr. Howdy.
Yes, sir. As you know, we are about ready to move into the new animal services shelter. And as part of that, we will enter an agreement with the Humane Society that will govern how we operate moving forward. So the agreement is slated to begin effect on May the 1st. And it just spells out responsibilities of both parties. It also acknowledges the donation of the Humane Society of the land. And that donation stays in effect as long as the city is operating the shelter. It also allows for either party to terminate the agreement, and in the event that the Humane Society, upon termination, assumed all responsibilities for the shelter, they would have to reimburse the city for the cost of the building. In the event that the city assumed all responsibility, we would reimburse the Humane Society for the value of the land and all of the furniture, fixtures, and equipment inside the building, based on the depreciation schedule, 7-year straight line depreciation. The reason for that is that the Humane Society is donating all of the furniture, fixture, and equipment and the land. And then, of course, we built the building. So, if we terminated, both parties would be made whole based on whatever the current value of the asset was. Other than that, it's a very straightforward agreement. It just allows the Humane Society to continue to raise money and keep that money for the furtherance of their mission. And that involves all kinds of different various programs, spay and neuter programs, trap, neuter, and release. So there's a lot of programs that they'll continue to offer. They'll also be allowed to meet in the facility, in the large meeting room. They'll have office space there that'll be for their use. And so it's a true partnership going forward. The city will just be responsible for day-to-day management and operation. The employees that are currently Humane Society employees will become city employees. The agreement stipulates that all current employees will be given the opportunity to apply for city positions. They would have to go through normal city hiring procedures, including drug screenings and all of the other stuff that we do already. And so it just kind of formalizes everything and makes sure that we're all on the same page moving forward.
I know some folks on the Humane Society are here. It's been a long process to get to this point for over some years, and we're excited about the new building and the opportunities that it will bring. Do you have any more questions or issues here at this time?
Just thank y'all for partnering with us, because we couldn't have done this without you guys. And we just want to make sure that everybody knows that those that have donated to a new building the dollars is going towards the new building. That's why we reached the agreement of, we provide, I'll start crying. That's why we are providing the kennels and everything, that every dollar that's been donated is going to what it was specified for. Just thank you guys.
Yeah, it's an awesome facility, and we look forward to that moving ahead. We have others that like to address the council on this agreement before we move forward. Council questions about the agreement?
I think it's a great agreement, it's been a great partnership, and bright future ahead.
Yes, it'll give us more opportunity to do things that the Humane Society should do, like spay and neuter and education. Because it's like I've been telling Chris for years, we got to control the intake. You know, so there you go.
Okay. Thank you for being here. We have motion on the ordinance or the agreement.
I move for the approval of the agreement. I'll second it.
Motion and a second for approval of the agreement with the Humane Society. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have an introduction for some demolition ordinance. Mr. Hobby.
Yes, sir, these are ordinances, so tonight we introduce, next meeting we would have public hearing and formal adoption, but there are 4 demolition ordinances. These order the removal of the property located at 811 Church Street, currently owned by David A. Washington. Second is 306 Miller Avenue, Trustees of God's Temple of Holy Praise, number 2. Third one is 705 Bruton Street, owned by Rosa Spring. And the fourth property is 413 Lamar Street, owned by the Rambo Elma heirs, care of Jeanette Keith.
Do we have any of those folks or anybody that would like to address council on these demolition ordinances? Council questions at this point? That's the first reading of that, so we'll get back to this our next meeting. So moving ahead, we have an amendment to the alcohol ordinance. Mr. Hobby.
Yes, sir. This amends the city's Chapter 6 alcoholic beverages section of our code. The preamble here is that the city is charged with providing for health, safety, and welfare. The city regulates the sale of alcoholic beverages through Chapter 6 of the Code of Ordinances. And we're desired to amend the Code of Ordinances to promote increased social activities, pedestrian traffic in downtown Bainbridge, and to expand entertainment opportunities involving alcoholic beverages within a newly created Bainbridge Downtown Entertainment District. As you know, now we have what we call the Open Container District. That ordinance was adopted several years ago, and this really doesn't do a lot to change it, except it brings us into practice. It codifies what we're doing in practice. Currently, the ordinance did not stipulate hours. However, on the flyer that we provide to owners, it says 11 o'clock. And so at 11 o'clock, in your cup that you're mandated to have, and that's also in the current ordinance, has to be empty. And so at 11 o'clock, you're no longer allowed to move within the district with an open container.
That's weekends.
That's every day. Between 10 a.m. and 11 p.m. You can have an open container. And that's what we already are telling folks. It's just not that language is not in the ordinance. So we're just kind of making sure that we've got everything the same. So we're telling folks right. This also will help us with some of the downtown public drunkenness that we're having that's occurring late at night. So it gives our police department another tool to try to work and maintain order in the district. It's not changed the hours of operation for the businesses. They can continue to operate just as they are currently. It only mandates that those open containers have to be empty by 11 o'clock.
Okay, we have any of our citizens that wanted to address council on this ordinance? Seeing none, we have other council questions about it?
I do. Is there a certain cup that
Yeah.
requires it?
Yeah, and that's in the current ordinance now. It's a clear cup. It can have your logo on it, and then it has a QR code on it. And that identifies it as the city cup. And if you scan the QR code, it'll actually tell you what the ordinance requirements are. So it's really not a change. That's already required.
With the open container part of the businesses that do, like you said, with normal operating hours, that it does not change the fact that if the patrons are inside the facility, they can still purchase as long as they're inside the facility.
Correct. Yeah, up until 2 a.m., which is the ordinance required closing time.
And with the cup, for the businesses, will the city be purchasing some cup and selling them to the businesses, or is it something that is responsibility of the business to actually?
Yeah, the business would purchase their cups with their logo on it and the city's QR code.
Other questions? Have a motion on the amendment to alcohol ordinance.
But tonight's on the introduction.
I'm sorry, you're right. And then we have, so we'll bring this back next time.
Correct.
We have a resolution for Georgia Cities Week.
Georgia Cities Week is scheduled for April 21 through 27. This encourages all residents to support and celebrate corresponding activities. And this is a Georgia Municipal Association event. And this resolution formally sets April 21 through 27 as Georgia Cities Week in the city of Bainbridge.
We have a motion on the resolution.
I make a motion we adopt the resolution for Georgia Cities Week.
Motion and a second to adopt the resolution on Georgia Cities Week. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Or I'd like you to consider a reappointment of Dr. Linda Lumpkins to the library board as a mayoral appointment for continuation of her seat on the library board. Entertain a motion for that.
I move for her approval. Second.
Motion and a second for approval of Dr. Linda Lumpkins' reappointment to the board of the library. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have a bill and bid.
We have one of each. Yes, sir. The first is renewal of our property and liability insurance. This is with Dharma, which is the Georgia Municipal Association's insurance pool. And the renewal is $435,254 for 2024. We'll tell you that is an increase over last year. A lot of that's being driven by the fact they came down and did an actual survey and assessment of our current properties, and we added about $28 million worth of value to what we have insured. So they actually did an audit. And that's the bill. And under the bids, we have one bid for the lead and copper inventory that's required by state law. You will remember we received a grant for $250,000 to pay for this, and it just so happens that our low bid is $247,500.
So what are we going to do with the other 25?
Well, we'll probably get some engineering costs.
Probably so.
Okay, we have any questions about the bill or the bid?
Maybe we'll accept the bid.
Motion and second to pay the bill, accept the bill. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Have lots of events coming up here in the city for spring, one of which is the Touch a Truck for those with young kids that enjoy seeing those on April the 27th. We have an ABAC jazz ensemble with a trio on April 19th, Friday night in Wells Park. Bainbridge Middle School and High School art exhibit on April 20th. So lots of stuff going on downtown, so get out and enjoy the nice weather in our city. We are adjourned.